As you know, we are reopening the sanctuary for in-person worship on Sunday, May 16th at 11 a.m. And there are a few things you need to know. So please listen all the way through this brief video. First, I'm sure you've heard the CDC has recently given a full green light for in-person worship for vaccinated people who wear masks, even if there are unvaccinated people present. Well, that's great news for us because I haven't found anyone at VHC who isn't already fully vaccinated or well on their way. Yes, it will be wonderful to be back in the sanctuary together, and it will be a bit different. We will ask you to sign up in advance to assist us in the event that we need to do contact tracing. Masks are a must. No one will be permitted inside without a mask. The doors will remain open and the sanctuary AC system fan will remain on to keep air moving and circulating. Ushers will guide you to your seat to ensure proper social distancing. You will receive a prepackaged communion kit of juice and bread, gluten-free available, when you enter the sanctuary. We will remove all the cushions, Bibles, and hymnals from the seats. We will have live music, recorded music, and masked singers, but no congregational singing. Non-singing worship leaders are permitted to unmask while speaking, given the distance to the seats. We won't pass the offering plate during the service, once again, to make our time together as touch-free as possible. But don't worry, we will have offering plates available at the back of the sanctuary near the doors, and our QR code will be available for online gifts. When nature calls, please know that only one person will be permitted in the restrooms at a time. There will be air purifiers running in each restroom to filter the air. Heartbreaker alert, there will be no snack time after worship. In fact, after the service, we will encourage you to exit the building in an orderly fashion and not linger inside. If you want to chat with friends, great, you can do that outside. An epidemiologist told us that among churches that have reopened for in-person worship, infection spreading has not been traced to the worship service itself, but to people gathering, huddling, talking, eating, indoors, letting those masks and guard down after the worship service. We will also live stream the service, so if you are not ready to join us in person or you live out of the area, we have you covered. You can participate online, but heads up, the first couple times you participate online, the quality might not be amazing because we are still fundraising for a high-quality online worship experience. Feel free to make a contribution for Sanctuary Tech today to help us get to the finish line. Please remember, we will all be feeling our way along, so be patient with us and feel free to offer loving, constructive feedback on how we can improve the worship experience, both in person and online. Will this be a perfectly safe, risk-free experience? Well, nothing's perfectly safe, but given our commitment to masking and the exceptionally high rate of vaccination at VHC, our COVID-19 task force is confident the risk is very, very low. Statistically speaking, we might be more at risk getting in our cars and driving to church. Special thanks to our COVID-19 task force for their expert, faithful guidance through this pandemic and especially now. Thanks also to our ministry team, Kane, Leah, Edna, Tim, Randy, all our musicians for adapting so quickly and professionally to new forms and platforms of ministry and worship. And thank you. Because of you and the grace of God, we are still here and thriving. This has been an unusual year. So on behalf of all our staff and all our leaders, we are so grateful to each of you for hanging in there with us through your presence and support. And if you took a COVID break from church altogether, we welcome you back with open, socially distant arms and no shade. And remember, we have an outdoor in-person worship service Sundays at 10 a.m. until we go back to the sanctuary on May 16th at 11. I look forward to seeing you in person very soon.